overall ranked up until 60, and then it goes by position. So he's like our first forward in the positional ranking. The guys in green are the guys that we're targeting, and then the guys in lighter are like the backups. We had like 80 guys on the list, right? You have to really cut it down.
I thought it was a tremendous interview. I felt really, really good about this kid's potential. 205, 210. He's going to be a really, really tough guy to play against.
Much rather than playing with us and against us 8 times a year.
Raving reviews from his coaches, from his teammates. Everyone said this guy's the hardest working guy. Really, really good. Like, wants to play for the Sea Dogs. Like, you can feel his excitement. Like, he wanted to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Yeah, at the end he told me like, I really hope you draft me. Like, you know, so it was really positive.
Like Jesse Dunlop's a pretty good defender. He's got a good stick, good gap. He's built solid. He'll be that 5'10", 190-pound defenseman. And St. John Kilfoyle, you need a local kid that's going to play.
There's a big D that played school hockey, Julien Lacroix, 6'4". He can handle the puck, he can make a pass, he can make a breakout. To give you guys an idea, he's almost like Noah Levy. It's pretty interesting, and I think we added him on the list. I don't know how many teams are in on him, but a lot of this is based on that, the coach's comments, like the feedback, the homework we've done on each player.
We should take into consideration to a degree, but he wants to go NCAA.
All guys that I'm not really interested in drafting. Up until this point, from what I said, is there anything that bugs you or you think doesn't make sense?
This is the time, okay? We won't have that discussion at the table.
Guys, it's Julien.
All right, Mark.
I like to compare myself to Kevin Gooley. Like he can make the good first pass, and he's able to control the puck. He also loves to play physical.
Well, what did it represent to you potentially being drafted by the Sea Dogs?
Yeah, so like you said, they're a local kid. Always being dream come true, growing up around the Sea Dogs and had season tickets there a couple times.
And did you have the opportunity to go up against some elite players this year?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you learn going up against some of those players?
They're pretty good.
Okay, so give me an example of a player that you're like, oh, this guy's pretty good.
Alexis Joseph.
Okay, so what did he do?
He was just big, hard shot, just dialed in whenever we played against him.
Great to meet you. Good luck, eh?
Yeah.
All the morning skates, all the practice, every bit of ounce of enthusiasm, energy, and excitement that goes into a young hockey career builds towards the dreams of going to the pros. The first step, junior hockey, and a big step of it is the draft. The Videotron Center is the site for the 2025 Quebec Maritime Junior Hockey League entry draft. The St. John Sea Dogs, well, if there was trophies for winning the draft lottery, man, they would have a dynasty. First pick overall, the Sea Dogs are ready to go to the stage in what's colloquially been dubbed the Alexei Joseph draft. We'll see if that's where the Dogs will be barking.
The first pick of the 2025 draft belongs to the St. John Sea Dogs. You're on the clock. Parfait, alors j'appelle sur la scène
Here we
Monsieur
go.
Scott McCain, owner and chief
Sea
executive
Dogs
officer.
are ready to go as they're in the desk.
Trevor Georgie.
And I know this has been called the Alexei Joseph sweepstakes. Is there, on what planet does his name not get called coming up here?
I don't think there is one. Honestly, this is a kid who, if he applied for exceptional status into the queue, they're saying he probably could have went first overall last year.
And now without further ado, to make our first selection the first selection in the 2025 QMJHL entry draft. It's my pleasure to welcome our head coach and general manager, Travis Cricker.
Les Sea Dogs de Saint-Jean sont fiers de choisir du Collège Esther Blondet, Alexis Joseph.
The anticipation was there, and the Sea Dogs deliver. They win the lottery, so they win the sweepstakes. Joseph is going to the Sea Dogs.
Solidified his #1 overall status. If you're looking for a comparable, he's 6'4" already. If you're looking for a comparable, the way he plays, Quinton Byfield, like big power forward with a ton of talent.
And you talk about him having a slow start this year. That was because every game that he played in, there was entire lines dedicated to shutting just him down. The number's up, 23 goals, 33 assists for 56 points this year with Blondet.
Yeah, and again, the best part of his game is he makes everyone around him better. His hockey IQ is off the charts. He's joining a team that has great young talent, Zach Morin, Will Yared. They have lots of things going well as Dylan Rossi. They have a lot of things going well in St. John, and the future is bright.
Yeah, and I don't think we really had a chance to kind of break down the Sea Dogs, but one glaring thing that they need to address is offense and scoring, and I think they might have just filled that.
Drafted by Sea Dogs, a great organization, and it will be fun in next year to play for them.
The St. John Sea Dogs are very proud to select. Les Sea Dogs de St. John sont très fiers de sélectionner les Vikings de Saint-Eustache M18-3, Nolan Héroux.
Getting added into the depth of the St. John Sea Dogs, and a kid, 50 points for him for the St. Eustache Viking this year out of 41 games.
Yeah, Nolan, you look at his stat sheet there, the size, it doesn't jump off the page to you. 5'9", 152 is what he's listed as. However, everything you hear about this kid, he plays much, much bigger than that. Very explosive, fast, hungry, plays like a Tasmanian devil. Very feisty on the ice, earns his ice, great hockey IQ, great decision making with the puck, and I don't know if it's because of the size that he has, again, that smaller frame, but the comparable that gets drawn to him is Matt Butler, which, again, we saw what Matt Butler brings to the table for the Charlottetown Islanders. That size doesn't matter in this league if you've got the will and the heart to do it, and Nolan has that.
30 seconds, Tom Sagal. Sea Dogs trade to the Eskies. First round, pick number 18, 2025. The Eskies don't win.
Well, it was unanimous amongst our scouts that Alexis Joseph was pick number 1. And being my first year in the general manager role, it was important for me to listen to guys who have a wealth of experience scouting that age group. So they're telling me, and from what I saw, it was very much that was the case. This is a consensus number 1. Big body down the middle, who can skate really well despite his size, has a great shot and instincts to score goals, and I think that's really going to help us down the middle. Héroux is, according again to the scouting staff, the fastest or one of the fastest players in the draft. So thinking about how we want to play going forward, we want to really maximize our speed and be hard to play against that way. And adding a guy like Nolan will really add to our forward group. Yeah, it kind of played out over the past couple days and really came to fruition late there, as we saw. But what it kind of did for us was we took the 18th overall pick that we acquired in the Matejko trade, and then we were able to turn it into a first, second, third, fourth, which really helps our pick bank, because if you look at our pick bank, even going into this draft or next year, not a whole lot of picks to kind of maneuver or work with to either draft or acquire players. So it really helped us stock up a little bit, and now we have a little more flexibility to do some things tomorrow and maybe throughout the season.
Good morning everyone, and welcome to day 2 of the QMJHL draft presented by Fanplast.
Et maintenant, on continue de contribuer à faire accomplir le rêve des jeunes espoirs. Les Tigres de Victoriaville avec le 19e choix et le début de la deuxième ronde.
The Sea Dogs are proud to announce from the Kensington Wild, Chase McPherson.
Sea Dogs pick Chase McPherson from the Kensington Wild. Les Sea Dogs choisissent Chase McPherson.
The Sea Dogs are very proud to select from St. George's School, Edward Baldwin.
St. John's Sea Dogs are proud to select from Ross A. School and from St. John Jesse Dunlop.
St. John picks Jesse Dunlop from Rothsay School.
St. John Sea Dogs are proud to select from River School, Finn Sears.
Les Sea Dogs de Saint John sont fiers de sélectionner des Gaulois de Saint-Hyacinthe, Cole Renault.
Sea Dog picks Cole Renault from Gaulois de Saint-Hyacinthe. Les Sea Dogs choisissent Cole Renault du Gaulois de Saint-Hyacinthe.
The Sea Dogs are proud to select from Avon Old Farm School, Oscar Drobsinski.
St. John selects Oscar Drobsinski from Avon Old Farms.
Le défenseur Julien Lacroix.
St. John Sea Dogs select Julien Lacroix from Collège Saint-Hilaire. Les Sea Dogs choisissent Julien Lacroix du Collège Saint-Hilaire.
Les Sea Dogs de Saint John sont très fiers de sélectionner des élites de Jonquière M18-3, Madison Bouchard. From Newfoundland, Tri-Pen U18 AAA, Sam Pitcher.
From the St. John's Vitoes, Elliot Tozer.
Sea Dogs select Elliot Tozer from the Vito Midget. Les Sea Dogs ont choisi Elliot Tozer du Midget Vito.
Pretty stressful, a lot going on. Obviously, when we made the transaction at the end of the first round to acquire those picks, it required us to pivot a little bit in terms of what our selections were after that. But we leave today feeling pretty good in the sense of there were kind of 3 goalies who stood out among the rest early, and we feel like we got the best one in McPherson. Baldwin was someone we had been targeting for a long time to join our team now and make an impact. So we were happy we were able to find a way to get him. And then the other guys who we selected really put a lot of onus on the scouts to follow the plan and follow the great work that they did throughout the season. And they leave feeling pretty happy about some of the other players we were able to select. And then some of the guys that weren't here, those will be looked at more of selection and do a little bit of recruiting to either bring them in this year or next year or the year following. So overall, pretty happy in terms of we were able to restock our cupboards a little bit with some picks and then add to our prospect pool. It'll be really nice to be able to go to some games in Atlantic Canada or Quebec and see, oh, there's some Sea Dog draft picks playing there now. So really exciting to see that too.